Hello guys, welcome back to another video, and today we're again analyzing one really interesting game. So let's see. Uh, Here we do have the black pieces now, and white play d4, black play d5. So you will see this was a really nice, really interesting endgame. I guess you need to know that. So yeah. We do have the Rui Lopez now in this game, and black decides to play g6, the Smyslov variation. Okay, let me just turn on the volume a little bit, maybe even more. Alright, so white played d4, black takes, and bishop g5. Alright, now with bishop g5, with bishop g5, white wants to disturb black's development, and okay, I guess bishop e7 is a fine move, but here maybe queen e7 is maybe okay, it's a good move, but this is probably a little bit better, and here maybe there's castle or even d5. Anyway, queen e7 of course is not losing, but now there's this line. Why black plays knight f6, knight c3, and after bishop g4, now there's long castles, of course, and here black took the knight and castled. Okay, so we've just played the opening. Alright, didn't analyze too much, but I think that it doesn't really matter here. I don't want to show you the opening, I want to show you the end game. So here you will see that there are opposite castles. So white starts with his attack, h4. Alright, h4 is a fine move. Rook fd8, I guess rook ad8 is a move, but black didn't like it because of this one. Alright, that's understandable. That a7 is falling, so they played with this rook. Okay, queen e3, knight h5 now. They didn't want to allow h5, so they played knight h5, and the idea is that they will play queen f6 and queen f4, or queen e5 and queen f4 maybe. So white plays rook dg1. They want to attack maybe with f4 and f5, and black plays queen e5. Alright, so now black wants to prevent this one, and also wants to trade queens. So white plays rook g5, and black played queen e4. Alright, knight e2 by white. They don't really want to do that, even though there's h5. I mean, this line shouldn't be really good for white. h6, and this should be equal. There's no advantage, I guess. Yeah, and it's even worse for white, you see. So they played knight e2. Black captured the queen, excuse me, and now they played rook e8. Okay, I'm not sure about this move. Honestly, I would probably go here and maybe rook d8, so that you know, I don't give up the control of the d file. But okay, black played rook e8, and white played knight g3. So as you can see, white is willing to trade everything, and you will see why. And h5 played by black. So here you will see that the pawn structure is okay, 1 and 2 pawn islands for black, and here we do have, let's say, 3 pawn islands for white. The problem is that the problem for black is that this is like one pawn. So technically Black is down a pawn. And that's something you need to realize, that if you're playing this structure with the black pieces, usually the end games are not really good for black. Of course, there are some lines, for example, the Berlin, where there is this structure that arises, but this is different. You do have the bishop pair, you have the time to do this maybe. Queens are traded in the first 10 moves. Yeah, it's completely different. Completely different from this one. So anyway, white played rook d1 and black played rook d8. Okay, I think that black hasn't realized yet the dangers of the endgame, let's say. So white is willing to even capture. Maybe with the white pieces I would play rook g1 probably. Rook g to g1. And I would be like, okay, maybe I will take now and play rook d1. But white is just really cold-blooded. They took. And they played rook d1, rook g1, excuse me. They're like, okay, I will play rook d1 later. And that's what happened in the game. Black takes and king e7. I guess it doesn't really matter if they do that, because white will take and still they will play king d1 or king d2. And maybe there's this. So I guess it's better for black to take immediately. And king e7. Alright. So let's try to evaluate the position. Evaluate this endgame. So what is happening? Let's see. Now, as we said, we do have less pawn islands, but there is one problem for us. The king can go only to this square. And if white plays f4, the king can't even go here. So we do have this problem with our king. We have this problem with the king, and we can't really, we can't really do that. Because even if we manage to do it, then what? I mean, if white puts the king here, then okay, what is our king doing? And maybe they can do that at some moment. So we need to be really careful in this position with the black pieces. If I turn on the engine, you will see it's giving minus 0.2 for black, but it's not that simple. You will see. Actually, I want to continue this analysis with the engine on, so that you will see what is happening. It's not so easy to calculate this one. So yeah, let's calculate with the engine. White plays f4. Okay, this move would be played anyway, so I guess it's better that white did it immediately, so that now they can decide what to do. Okay, f6 I think is a good move, not because the computer gives it's the top engine move, but maybe there's e5 for white, so f6 is good, preventing e5. Maybe you have to be careful of this move, but in general you can always take, and then e5 is weak. e5 is good square for your king. So now black is doing good according to the engine, but I don't really agree. I think it's easier to play for white this endgame. White plays king e2, black plays king e6. Okay, I'm not sure. I'm not entirely sure about this line. King d6 makes more sense, maybe. It's just because this move tries to keep an eye on this square. Anyway, king e6 is not losing according to the engine. But now white has some chances now. Of course, b4 is not an easy move to find, but I guess it's preventing king c5. So b4 was good. White played king f3. So white here had another really good idea, which I guess that black missed. So black played c5, and as you can see now, black doesn't have many moves. Black needs to move the pawns or just the king here. I don't think that black can do... black has many options, you know, while on the other hand, white can play king e2, king d3, maybe come here. It's not a problem for white since they're controlling all these squares. So here white played b3. Okay, of course you don't really want to allow c4 with the white pieces. And black played c6. Alright, I think that this is a really good move, because now black is not showing their intentions. Black doesn't want to move one of these two pawns, this one or this one, and maybe even more, because they want to have options. Will they move it to one square? Will they move the pawn 2 squares? Who knows? So I guess this is better. It keeps flexibility. I like that one. White played e5, and here, yeah, that's what I wanted to say. White played e5. White played e5. So you will probably ask me, what's that? Is that a joke? And white played and black replied with f5. So you will ask me, is this a joke? Apparently it's not. It's what they played in the game. And as you can see, e5 is not bad. e5 is a draw. But it's too difficult for black to play precisely. And f5 is the first, I would say, serious mistake. It's plus 0.3 for white. Okay, plus point, let's say 27. But the problem is that now white has created the passed pawn. So white has created some chances. Black can't really leave this area, for example. They can go to d5, but they can't go here. So if white plays king e2, for example, black can't go to e4. So now white has made sure, white makes sure with this move that black's king can't really escape. Alright, so this is a really good move if you want to create a passed pawn, because now your opponent's choices are limited. The best move is this one. And now let's turn the engine off. And then now white can play king e4. I guess that this was probably the line that black didn't really like. But this is a draw. Guys, this is a draw. So here black does have a really hard idea to spot, let's say. They have to play b5. Okay. Of course, this move is not that good because there's c4. And here you can't even try this move. Because I'm... with the black pieces, maybe I'm even able to win if you take this one and you're not careful on this side. So yeah, as you can see, it's just a draw. So here, white's best move is c4. White's best move is c4 if they want to play on victory. Black has to take this one and b4. Okay, this is really important now. So as you can see, black played b5 and b4. So the idea of this move, we don't really know it. I guess you can't really understand the idea of this move until you see the end of the line here. So black played, white played king g5. Let's say this is a sample line. So I just put this king g5 line. King f7, king h6, let's say king f6. e4. White tries to put black in Zugzwang. King f7, king g5, king g7, e5, king f7. Okay, this line would happen anyway. I just tried to show you that white can't really do anything, even if king h7. This is nothing. Black could just go there. So they had to play e5. King f7, king h6. Alright, so black finally is now in Zugzwang. They can't really do too much. King e6, king takes d6, king takes e5, king takes h5. Now we are here with black to move. And this is a draw. If I turn on the engine, you will see it's 0, 0, 0. But how? Alright. I showed the move king f5. I guess that you already knew that. You don't want to allow the king reach the square. Alright. Because now, as you can see, it's what I said. White has 4 pawns, black has 3 pawns. Okay, this one doesn't really matter as 4 pawns, right? It's like 1 pawn here. But now, on king f6, white can't really go with their king because we will follow them. Now they have to play h5. And it's time that you see what we wanted to do with b5 before. So a3 or a4 is not possible because of b takes a3. And now black has just enough tempo to play a6, waste one tempo. And let's say, okay, this is just a repetition. Let's say h6 now. Second tempo lost. And now it's a draw. White can't push any further, because if h7 there's just king f7 and white is even losing. They have to push, black will take, and on b4 there's just a2 and this is mate. So as you can see, there's this engine line which is a draw. I admit it, I didn't found it myself, of course. When I analyzed the game, I found it with the computer. Not gonna lie. But yeah. So okay, we said e5. There's e5. And black played f5. King a2. So here if we turn on the engine, you will see. It's not losing yet, even after f5. But now it's really unpleasant. Black played king d5, king d3. And here I think that this is the decisive mistake. The computer... This is so complicated, such a complicated endgame that the computer doesn't understand that this is already losing. And this is not the move. Excuse me, this is not the move. a4 is not the move. It's unbelievable. Stockfish 16, depth 20 doesn't understand that this is a loss for black. With c4. Okay, now they get it. Now the engine gets it. King e6. It's still not giving winning advantage. b4. Black. Excuse me. b4. Black takes on b4. C takes b5. C takes b5. King d4. a5. King c5. And I want to go to the next move, but I can't. You know what? Because black resigned. It's unbelievable. The engine doesn't understand, doesn't realize that this is a lost endgame. I could play the moves, so let's say b3, let's go, I'm playing the line a takes b3, a4, b takes a4, b takes a4, king b4, let's play a3, king takes, I mean I can't really do anything, so let's play g5, but they can take, king takes, this is a loss, the engine now realizes that this is a loss. So here, if we go back, now there's this plus 4.5, I mean it's unbelievable, even the engine doesn't get it. Yeah, so this is the line. Okay, so b5, finally you can see that this is the decisive mistake. And yeah, this is unbelievable. This is just insane how White found the idea that it's winning it, and I'm speechless. So yeah, apparently this seemingly drawn endgame was not really drawish. So yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed this endgame, and I guess that I will see you in the next video.